What do you do with a desire? Well, Temitope Kogbe has used his desire to take pictures.
I like images. I like composing, with the format, with the camera, and I like photography.
That show the energy of a people pushing for change.
There's a kind of energy that I thought was interesting to capture on camera to document, and it was just a kind of primal expression of a strong desire that was shared by many people, and it cut across the classes. So it wasn't just poor people, it was all sorts of people.
13 photographs are exhibited here, most of them in black and white.
The Freedom Park pictures, I see it as a movie in 3 pictures: the beginning, the middle, and the end. I was just passing and I saw a couple waiting for a Mara, and a lot of things happening between those frames. But I managed to capture something I think that a lot of people respond to, and it's basically just a young couple waiting for a bus, but there's a lot of emotion, and it's graphically quite, there's a lot of information that makes the image interesting.
Works such as A Compelling Desire, Spirit of the Times, People Power, Possibilities are just a few of the titles featured in this solo exhibition with the theme exploring the notion of responsibility.
It's a collection of photographs that were taken between December 2010 and January 2011. Just street photography of Lagosians. Yearning is basically, it speaks about a compelling desire for something, and I think there was when you look at the pictures, it comes across. You see that, in the faces of the people, this really strong desire.
This contemporary photographer and business economist who has held exhibitions inside and outside the shores also shows us his other talents. Showcasing designs from album covers and sending a message to musicians out there who have forgotten the lovely lyrics from the 60s and 80s.
The music is interesting because I collect Nigerian music from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and I found that during that period they were playing a lot of those songs, Fela, Sonny Okosun, that kind of thing. So I felt it was a good soundtrack to have the exhibition, and it also takes us back to a time where there was a lot of variety in music.
To the delight of those who showed up to enjoy this medley.
I have been so excited to see them because some of them are music I grew up on, growing up, seeing them and having them displayed like this again is quite, it's also, again, it's interesting. They bring back memory, nice memories, so, and its conservation is retaining some things that people might not get used to again or know how things used to work, so it's kind of retro, and the retro nature of it is quite interesting.
What it does for me is that it shows you why we have something to fight for, basically, and the lot of the albums here are a time when I was growing up, and we heard our parents call the names, we heard some of the songs. We basically grew up with a lot of the songs, And a lot of this made Nigeria good, if you understand what I mean. It's something that's worth fighting for. So his depiction of our current struggle today gives depth and meaning to why that struggle is important and why we need to talk, be vocal about these things. And if enough voices speak up, we hope we can get back to a time that these albums depict.
For Kogbe, this exhibition is a celebration of good music and vibrant pictures.
Never assume a rip or tear can't be removed. 95% of the time, a painting can be repaired. Clean dust off canvas surfaces with a feather duster only.
He's one of the most influential painters in 20th century Nigeria. Gani Odutokun was born on August 9, 1946 in Ghana. He studied fine art at the Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, where he trained under the legendary British teachers and graduated with a first-class degree in painting in 1975. He also taught painting at his alma mater and had remarkable influence on his students. His influence is traceable in the works of his peers and in many young artists who trained in Zaria. His philosophy of accident-inducing design is not only an apt description of his life and death, but also of the works of numerous artists whose lives he touched and who saw him as his mentor. These include painters Jacob Jari, Lami Bature Nuhu, Kefas Danjuma, Ayo Aino, and many others. They believe that art should not conform to old traditions, rather they should be a fluid reflection of the dynamism of society. Gani's works were outstanding in their depictions of modern society and could not be confined to descriptions as art from Nigeria, Africa, or any other continent for that matter. In his time, he made over 200 remarkable works of painting and drawing, participated in and hosted over 30 exhibitions, and had designed several commissioned mosaic mural works for public places within the country, including a mural on the simulator building at the Nigerian College of Aviation Technology, Zaria, in 1981. On February 15, 1995, Gani, along with 3 other artists, lost their lives in a car crash on the way from an exhibition of metalworks titled Vibrations in Lagos. At the time he passed away, he was the head of Department Fine Art, Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, and the National Vice President of the Society of Nigerian Artists.
You can enjoy Arthouse on any of these platforms.
So always remember, art doesn't have to always look nice. It's supposed to make you feel something. Well, that's Arthouse today. Many thanks for staying with us. You can always hit me online, all our platforms, and it's always a pleasure to hear from you. I'm Melinda Akinlami.